Good morning, everyone. I am just getting ready for a very, very busy day, starting off with yet another press interview, and I am sadly running late for it because our dog walk was a very, very adventurous and tumultuous. I love that word, let's go with that. There was lots of wildlife. We came across some sadly passed away wildlife as well. There was a run-in with a very frightening dog for the sausage dogs. I think they were a little bit shaken up, but it was just very adventurous, and I'm actually running a little bit late this morning for my interview, but thankfully I'll have enough time to get some makeup on my face, and I'll just pop my hair up in a bun and do it afterwards, because I don't think they're going to be taking pictures of me on Zoom. You can hear Mr. Millen Gordon crashing about in the kitchen as per usual. Today's interview is with OX magazine, which is a really, really great magazine to follow if you're in the sort of Oxfordshire, Northamptonshire, Cotswoldy kind of area, because they literally know everywhere to do everything pretty much. Really, really super interesting. One of my favourite places to sort of look for things to do in the area, and just super informative as well. So very, very honoured today to be having an interview with them. Just again, talking things, all things online, all things countryside, country living, all the stuff that I could talk about all day, every day, and everything that I do talk about on my YouTube channel. So very, very lovely. Then I'm going to TOWCESTER and Hicks to pick up my bespoke stone linen three-piece suit that we have been working on for a number of months. It is now ready, so we're going to be going and picking up that, and I think Ali is going to film the process for me, which I'm very, very, very grateful for. I have lots of worky bits in between and lots of bits to sort of do. I've got a campaign going live today with Creed for their new fragrance, which is Queen of Silk, which such a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance, like super opulent, a little bit like oriental, but still like maximum payoff. It's one of those fragrance brands that I always feel like justifies the price tag, because their fragrance payoff is insane. So I've got a campaign with them going live. It's very difficult to talk and do your lip liner, by the way, so I'm literally attempting to throw makeup at my face at the moment to try and make myself look respectable, but my alfalfa sprouts really give me away. Oh dear, trying to give myself a lot of glow, but I'm going to touch this all up afterwards and get myself ready to shoot a little video. I'm going to be filming with our Aston Martin, which is not something I really do very often. The last time I showed the Aston Martin, I was just sat in the car and the logo happened to be in the in shot because of where I can situate the camera when I'm filming in the car. And I had a few comments, make sure you get that Aston Martin sign in. It's like, blimmin' heck, I've had this car for however long and I literally never show it. So I thought that was quite funny, but I am shooting in it today. Anyway, I am going to continue throwing makeup at my face in a very aggressive manner, try and do something with my hair, and we'll sit down for a little interview.
Hello Lydia, very grateful for the time actually.
Hi! Well, this is actually Lumi's house. This isn't our house, it's Lumi's house.
Yeah, so I need to say thank you for...
Oh my gosh! Do you like it?
I love it.
Oh, good.
I have the one.
I've got hollyhock on as well. I've got that on this morning. I've done a mix of rose thorn and hollyhock just because it was warmer yesterday.
Yes.
And so I felt a little bit spicy yesterday, so I put on some hollyhock then, but I've kind of knocked it back with a bit of rose thorn. But I love that. Thank you so much. Well, I am finished on the call, and now I am trying on some bits and pieces for heading to TOWCESTER and Hicks. and I have some new in pieces from Goelia to show you. My interview was so good, by the way. Oh my goodness, the lady was so wonderful. Do you know what it is? I really love just like chatting to people about my journey, evergreen, nature, how helpful it is, what it sort of evokes in me, and it's just lovely to chat about these things. So when people kind of have a common ground interest, it's really nice. It was absolutely wonderful chatting this morning, but I do have to get ready. I've got about an hour and I've got some clothes to show you, so I thought I would show you what I'm wearing at the moment. I have on a pair of jeans which I think are going to rival, in fact, no, they do rival. These are such a I think these are a better cut on me than my Reese ones, because this is more of a straight cut and they're higher waisted. Can you see? They just, oh, I've not done the belt properly, but they just fit. And I feel like because the trousers are more straight cut, they're a bit more leg lengthening as well. Bless me, oh my goodness. And I feel like they're not as swingy around the ankles. They have the exact same level of softness, and these are more of like a sort of ecru style white. I love the big cuff as well. So good, oh my goodness. Because I want to go to TOWCESTER in Hicks today and I want to look nice, but I want to also wear some tailoring pieces because we're going to film a little bit of a video. Also, oh my gosh, the scarf, this silk scarf is also from Goelia, and this has gone straight to the top of my pop of green with an outfit scarf. This is so gorgeous. This is what I love, is that the fabrics and the compositions are so beautiful, but look at this. This is such an evergreen girl scarf. Look at the tones, the butterflies, the florals, the bows, the green, the fleur-de-lis. This is actually my favourite scarf. So these are irises on here, and all of the ribbons and the delicate colours. I actually think I might wear this today. It's beautiful. It's the perfect scarf for round your neck, or like in a high, half up, half down sort of vibe. It's not too long, so this is a really good versatile one for popping on your bag, for popping on your hair, and it's the colours and the butterflies for me that make this such a standout piece with an ivory outfit, which I love. I love an all sort of ivory look like this, but adding a little delicate colour just gives it a bit of intrigue, and it sort of brings it into the spring summer vibe. So yeah, I was thinking like, so even if you were to like pop it on a bag or what have you, but this is a really, I love how just like classically pared back this is. Gorge, love this. And I should probably let you know there are some pretty incredible offers on Goelia at the moment. There is buy two, get 20% off, and there is buy three and get 28% off. And then on top of that, both of those offers you can use Lydia 10, which will get you an extra 10% off on top of those offers. I'll pop it all on screen or in the description box down below, so it's super easy, but it's Lydia 10. So if you wanted to treat yourself to what has literally become the most beautiful scarf in my collection, you can. If you want some nice comfortable jeans, the softness of these, the shape, the silhouette, I feel really, really lovely. Really lovely. Oh! Okay, you might remember that I had the little striped version of this top in my last Goelia haul. Now they do it in black, and the black is super, super classic. You can obviously wear this with black trousers, but also with like black skirts. You can go for a sort of monochrome look. I love the sort of monochrome vibe at the moment, mixing those lighter tones with the sort of the anchoring of the black colour, but then an injection of warm into that as well, I always find gives it a really, really lovely twist as well. That my arms are like, they're not restricted in any way. This is a really lovely soft jersey as well, and Goelia does use really nice materials that are comfortable to wear. So this one is a great little basic to have, even if you wanted to wear it with like leather trousers or something like that when it's a bit cooler, because it's a little bit cool here, but I'm not going to go on about the weather. But yes, love this as like a soft jersey but elegant top. I love this as like a neckline, and you can use my discount code. I was definitely not ready for how much I was going to love this outfit. So this skirt is silk, and it's kind of got like silk raw panels to it, There is such a lovely amount of movement in it, and it's such a gorgeous length as well. And I think this whole sort of black look with the jersey top, with the bag, oh my goodness, and obviously I've got my silk scarf as well from the last haul. I will link it, but this is the little camellia one that gives me all of the Chanel vibes. But this with this outfit as well, you know I love a silk scarf. But this for me is such an easy outfit to wear. You can obviously add like a jumper or a t-shirt to even dress it down a little bit more. A little bit of silk scarf, the sunnies. I love an all black look. And this is just so easy, and the fabric quality of this is exceptional. And it's like a tie waist as well, so you can make it as comfortable as you want to basically. And it's really, really pared back, but still the movement in it, like a good silk skirt. It is perfection. This feels different for me. I have been so excited for this to arrive. This is almost like a sort of laser cut out two-piece, like an elevated t-shirt, pencil skirt, but it does feel like a different silhouette for me. So I'm hoping this is going to be one of those things that like I look back on in the video and I'm like, oh yeah, that looks a bit more pared back, because my instant reaction is I want to like belt it in. But then usually when I say that, people go, you don't need to belt everything in, Lydia. So I feel like I'm hoping that this gives the sort of carefree, pared back vibe that I'm hoping for, but I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know in the comments on this. I love the colour. It's like a sort of setting plaster colour. So I've popped it with some slightly more knocked back accessories in terms of like barely there shoes, a little Dior number. But let me know what you think. I could maybe put like a cardigan over the shoulders. Let me know if you like this, but I wanted to show you it because the quality of this is second to none. It's so beautiful. I'll just show you the fabric up close as well, so you can get a feel for how beautiful it is, because it is such a wonderful detail. But does it suit me? Let me know. Is this dress going to be the dress of the haul? Because this colour is so elegant, and this top, like the top of this dress is so wonderful as well. I love these shoulders. They're almost like a relaxed sort of capped sleeves, so they're not so structured. Oh, it's got pockets as well, and teamed with my usual accessories, I just think this works like such an easy option. Almost a bit more of like a military style dress, but this is spring summer. You can obviously add a little jacket if you want to, but it's the movement in the skirt. Like, look at that. The skirt movement is just so pretty and so, oh, it's like air. I love it so much. And the colour just is so warm, so flattering. It's really one of those tones for me that work really well and just kind of light up my skin tone. This could be an option for today, but I feel like might be a bit cold. But this does also, with the little pinky numbers in here, another great option is to add the silk scarf to this. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Okay, so this dress is silk, and it's like a midnight navy, and the shape of this I love. This really does remind me of something that like Gwyneth Paltrow would wear in like Talented Mr. Ripley, that kind of vibe. And the skirt, obviously gorgeous amounts of little flippy fabric there, usual accessories, looks so good. I love the sleeves on this as well, so unexpected. I didn't think this would be a good sleeve on me, but with a cute little jumper over your shoulders, warmth in the accessories, this to me is such a lovely outfit. Wow, I did not, I'm actually in shock. This dress is so beautiful. Does that, it has got pockets. I feel fantastic. I've got all of the places that I can wear this as well. I love it. Wow. It's got really beautiful darting detail at the waist. I really feel like because of the sleeves, it like draws the eye downwards as well. Wow. Love this so much. And of course, it would not be a Lydia Millen haul if we didn't find the only green thing on the website, and love it with all of our might. This is a green shirt dress, and it's a really lovely, vibrant green as well. And what I love about this shirt dress is it is your classic shirt dress, button front, and it also has the the little flap. Is that the right word? Concealed button detail, which I think just pares things back a little bit. But what I love is the collar. It is a classic button-up shirt dress until about here. It then comes into a V, so you actually get to see a little bit of the décolletage, and that's what I'm saying when I talk about like wrists and ankles. I feel like there's a certain, this area just sometimes, especially in spring summer, if you're wearing like a high neck, it can sometimes look a little bit, ooh, schoolgirl. So this is beautiful. Oh, love the colour, love how easy it is to wear, and also with a little wicker bag, it just looks so effortless. Obviously the same sunny as always, because I'm a one-trick pony and I just pick up the things that I love. But that is everything in my Goelia haul. I will link everything down below as well, and I'll link any of the items that I mentioned from the last one, like the stripy top, my little silk scarf, that kind of thing, if you wanted to pick those up as well. My discount code is Lydia10, and it will get you an extra 10% off all of the other discounts. That's 2 for 20% off, 3 for 28% off, and then you'll get an extra 10% on top with my code Lydia10. So I'll pop it all in the description box, so it's super easy, and I'll link all the outfits. I need to get ready now to head to TOWCESTER & Hicks to pick up my latest bit of craftsmanship. And one thing I will always say, much like my home, much like my wardrobe, that a good wardrobe and a good home is made up of pieces that you love, bargains that you find, and really well crafted items as well. So I think you've really got to have a holistic approach to this. I'm certainly not an all or nothing type of person. I am very happy to spend on quality fabrics and quality craftsmanship just as much as I am happy to spend on something that has been owned before, or is something that is a really great silhouette that maybe isn't a high price point. I think you really need to practice balance in your life, and this is a very balanced channel. I think sometimes maybe a little bit bougie, but we're balanced. So yes, just to give you a bit of an understanding about me. Right, let's get ready for TOWCESTER & Hicks. Guys, it's 22 degrees and we have made it to pole position outside TOWCESTER & Hicks. I am collecting my Harris tweed blazer, and I am collecting my silk, wool and linen suit, which is a 3-piece suit, which I'm so excited. We've been working on this for months, and it's going to be a staple in my wardrobe over summer. Ali is with me because he's got some bits and pieces to pick up as well, so we're going to head inside.
She's done all those lovely handmade buttonholes for you.
So this is what Lauren's done. Yeah. She's done all of the buttonholes.
Yeah, 18 months ago she didn't even use a bloody needle.
Wow. And I love that it's got all of the different...
Yeah, I know, it's over the top, but that's what you wanted.
No, I love it. I absolutely love it. Should I try it on?
Try it on.
Amazing.
That's funny.
It was only certainly ready to wear once, to be fair. So.
Because I've got a bigger bottom now.
I'm saying nothing.
Jeff, am I okay to turn the music down just
a
little bit? Just for my YouTube? Just so I don't get banned and lose my whole job?
Yeah, Avril has handmade now.
Oh, okay. So Avril's is better than mine?
No. No. Never.
Is this for Avril?
Yeah.
Tell her it's mine now. Wow, is that fabric you were telling me about? The
most expensive cashmere in the world. Well, be careful, because
yeah, I won't get any. I've not got any fake fabric. Don't mind me, Avril. Just shopping for my next piece now. It is not just my day for suit picking up. Mr. Millen Gordon is also having a fitting for his, and it looks very smart. That's really versatile. What fabric is that?
Drago. Yeah, so it's a merino wool flannel.
Lovely. Very lovely, very handsome. I am driving back home now. I feel like it was a little bit higgledy-piggledy at TOWCESTER & Hicks because we were filming a little video for them. And if there's one thing that I've noticed about myself is that I very much struggle to be across 2 pieces of content at once. So if I'm like working on a TikTok, it's very difficult for me to focus on a reel at the same time. If I'm vlogging and also trying to capture a TikTok or a reel, it's very difficult. For me personally, I'm not someone that can spin 2 plates. I can multitask, but I can't spin 2 plates. Like, I could probably spin a plate and like wipe another plate. I wouldn't be able to do 2 of the same things at once, because telling 2 stories at once would be very confusing. so I apologise, but I have my suit, and I actually ended up leaving my trousers that I was wearing there because they're going to take them in and up for me. Ali was trying on a suit as well, and it's just so lovely to have my like spring summer suit now. It's so elegant, so pared back, so beautiful, but it's also like such a classic. And there are still a few little tweaks on my Harris tweed jacket. It's one of those pieces that like I'm really focusing on to get it perfect, and I want it to be perfect so that when I'm wearing it, it is just like the pinnacle of tailoring. It's such a special piece to me, and obviously Susa and Hicks are totally able to facilitate that. And yeah, so just a few little tweaks around the bottom area, but I'm heading home now. It has been a glorious spring day. It doesn't look like it now because you can see those dark clouds, but it has been a glorious spring day. It has been upwards of 22 degrees, which is hands down the warmest it has been this entire month, this entire year so far. And you can tell that everyone's got a little bit of a pep in their step. I'm a little bit tired today because I had done 10k walking and running before 9 o'clock this morning, and then I've had an interview, and then I've had content to film, and then I've been rushing around filming a video with Ali. It's so hard being an influencer. You try it. I'm joking. Please don't cut that clip and make it into a sound bite and put it on TikTok. But no, it's one of those days where I'm like, I'm all over the place. I've got a banging headache now because I haven't had a good enough like sustenance to combat the 10k that I did before breakfast. And so I need to eat, I need to crack on, I need to get into my greenhouse. If that's one thing I can tell you when I have days like this, or weeks like this, where I'm chasing my tail and all over the place, one thing I will tell you is getting in my greenhouse at the end of the day, even if it's gonna rain like I think it might now because of the humidity, getting in there and listening to the rain, oh, what a joy. We were actually speaking to Ali's uncle. Mr. Millen Gordon is behind me in the Aston Martin, because we were going to film in the Aston Martin, as I told you, and we went to drive the Aston Martin and it had a nail in the tyre. So I shall not have my theatrical debut with my own bloomin' car. But yes, we were speaking to Ali's uncle, and he was saying, you know, I'm really liking the turn of your content. You know, the horse riding, all of that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh wow, that's so lovely. I definitely feel there's been a bit of a shift recently, and I feel like people are understanding my content a little bit more, which is lovely. I feel like it's making a little bit more sense. So I'm, yeah, really, I'm just enjoying work so much at the moment. I hope you know that, and I hope it comes across. Like, I count my lucky stars every single day that I get to do this, and that I get to do the job that I do, and that I love the job that I do. And so I want you to know that creating content for you is an absolute joy. And I'm sorry that it took me so long to get to this point, by the way. I know that there's been years where I've been a little bit resentful. I've really struggled with things, and it's made me quite a reserved and dare I say it, bitter person. And I'm not angry at myself for those times. I feel like I wasn't equipped for the job that I ended up doing, because the job that I ended up doing ended up being something that I never imagined it to be. If you think about the way that celebrities come about, there's a lot of people around them, there's a lot of professionals preparing them for what's about to happen. Nobody knew what was going to happen in our job, and I wish I could have had better tools in the beginning, but I didn't. But I knew that if anyone was going to do it, it was going to be me to find them, and I feel like I've done a good job. So yeah, anyway, I am almost home now. So that was a bit of a segue into a very different discussion there, but sometimes my brain just serves up these thoughts and I blab on, and then I edit them back later and I go, do you know what, Lydia, let's not put that in. So we'll see. Anyway, back to the house. I just wanted to show you this quickly because it has worked out an absolute dream. This is my little silk theory top with my new made to measure and bespoke suit from Sewster & Hicks. So this is the wool, linen and silk mix, and I used to say this was stone, but they say that this colour from Theory is pumice, and seeing as it matches perfectly, oh my gosh, I absolutely love this as an outfit. It feels so incredibly chic, but also like pared back. And I wanted these trousers to wear them with flats. I wanted to be able to wear them with mez sandals or ballet flats and just have them a little bit longer, and I am in love with this. And then when the suit is done up, I wanted to wear this tomorrow because I've got meetings in London and I feel like this looks so good for meetings in London. Wow, love this so much, but I think it might rain tomorrow. Oh. Guys, this is so good. Okay, right, I'm going to change it into something that isn't as fancy as this because this is probably the most fancy thing that I own. But I just love that I've got the opportunity to, oh, this is my dream, actual dream. Now that I'm back, my next job is to decide the finish of our solid oak bookcase. I am leaning more towards an oak, a nice rich oak finish, because it is solid oak. So I kind of want to embrace that. I feel like it will, because it's going to be going on the back wall in our living room. I feel like this colour is going to be really lovely in here, because it will connect in with the colours in the kitchen, and because obviously this is going to be going a lovely green colour, and green goes with all kinds of woods. I'm umming and ahhing. I was also looking at walnut, so this is walnut, but because it's an oak bookcase, I kind of want to honour the oakiness of the bookcase, and obviously it is looking out over my favourite oak tree as well from the living room. What else do we have? We have, oh no, wait, this is oak. That's birch. So it's this one, so a bit darker. Ooh. Because it goes with everything else, doesn't it? All of like the other solid oaky bits. I feel like this is good fit in there, and it will just brighten things up as well, obviously, when we go. So this is the colour. Yeah, oak it is. So this is the colour. It's so hard to get colours across in this kind of light, but do we go antique oak or do we do normal oak? I love the way the normal oak looks, but it's looking more blue. It's not like coming across the right colours. I can't show you. Oh, so irritating. I really just want to be able to show you. Just to bring you up to speed, obviously at the moment we are attempting to dry out the floor as much as possible. This is an unforeseen issue, and I can't work out if this means that it's damp. It does feel colder in those points, but there doesn't seem to be any consistency. But everything has been ripped up now, which is really good. All of the floor is up in here. We're just waiting for the skip to arrive. What we're doing to try and help is basically keeping the doors open down there whenever we're home, because it just means that the air's flowing. We've got the underfloor heating on as normal, so kind of all we can do. I'm going to escape to the greenhouse for now. I'm really trying to decide whether to paint the windows in the living room, because at the moment they're white and I think it provides a lot of like light reflection and that kind of thing, but I also love the way that the windows in the kitchen kind of blur into the outside, and I remember when we painted them white it made such a difference to them blending in with the greenery. But I'm pottering out to my greenhouse now to give everything a bit of a drink and a water. You can see that our topiaries have mostly erupted into a colour of green. So these were the copper beech leaves that we were eating at Daylesford. It's so interesting though, because these two get less sun than these ones. This is always the first one to erupt, but we have a few of them still coming through. And then over in the kitchen garden We've got our mange 2 out, we've got my micro peas and raspberries, my first year of raspberries. We've also got a lone little asparagus there. But in the greenhouse, I'm sure needs some TLC. I've developed the perfect little setup here that I can just come in, pop you there and get on with my pottering. So I'm going to do a bit of a big water. I'm in my cozy clothes now as well, because I think it's going to be an early bedtime because I did a lot of exercise today, probably a little bit too much. And I need to... Ooh, more cucumbers are coming up. Getting Gramps' tomatoes and good old water. Do you know what? I feel like I need a tidy up in... Oh no! Oh no! Oh, soggy cashmere! But what I was trying to say was, I feel like I need a tidy up in here because I'm gonna be having a weekend in the garden and in the greenhouse. The weather's not looking perfect, but when is it ever? So I kind of want this area to be all ready and good to go. So I'm thinking about having a bit of a zhuzh. Do you know what I mean? I know what I mean. What I'm doing now is just giving my lemon trees a bit of a spritz with some washing up liquid and water. This just helps keep like the leaf bugs that they get at bay, I hope, this year anyway. Good morning, everyone. Oh, goodness me. Guess what's back in the makeup bag? Just saying, lol. We always find a way of finding our way back to each other, don't we? We do! This is the By Terry Glowing Base. I discovered this around like 10 years ago and I love it. And I had a bit of a break from it recently. I just wasn't sure whether it was like doing the good stuff to my skin, but who am I kidding? I love her. I've got a full face of makeup on today because I am heading in to Londres. I have such a lovely day today. I have a meeting with Sassi Holford, the bridal wear designer, who I've kind of like, I feel like I've been like Instagram friends with for a blooming age. And she sent me some of her incredible pieces over the years from her ready-to-wear collection. I'm hoping I'm going to get an opportunity to experience her bridal wear today and just meet the team who I've obviously spoken to for such a long time and chatted to. Do I need to do anything to my hair today? Or have we... Oh no, this side is not giving. It's not giving the most. But I feel like we could just give it a brush. We'll see how we go, guys. Might need to just give it a bit of a tidy up. I'm also then meeting the lovely Charlie. You would have seen Charlie in some of my previous videos from Garrard. So I'm meeting with the Garrard team today as well to discuss beautiful jewellery and wonderfulness. So I've got that. So wedding dresses, wedding jewellery, all of the good stuff. And then we have a meeting with Shiseido. So we're gonna go and have a little catch up with the Shiseido team, which should be very, very lovely. And then we have a meeting with, help if you turn them on, Lydia. Then we have a meeting with 100 Acres. So I'm really looking forward to that as well. Lovely day in London. It is supposed to be lovely and sunny today. However, at the moment there is a storm. So Carrie messaged me this morning. She's like, it's gonna be 20 degrees in London today. I was like, oh, what am I gonna wear? And I was thinking about all of the Goelia dresses that I could wear in London with the short sleeves and the loveliness. And I actually think that I would be too cold. So I think for now, I'm going to wear a long sleeve dress. but the prospect of it being warm and going to meetings sent me into overdrive. You know when you're like, oh, I'm buying something and this is going to be something that I wear, but I'm going to save it for when it's warm because it's too cold now. And then all of a sudden you get sent into overwhelm because you've bought so much stuff you don't know what to wear. That was me. That was me this morning. So I still don't know really what I'm wearing. I think I might wear my Laura Piana. Jemima's announcing that she's just laid an egg, but I think I might wear my Laura Piana linen dress because it's good for like hiding layers underneath while still looking really like lovely. I don't feel like my hair is doing the right thing on this side, so let's give it a little helping hand, shall we? What else do I have to tell you about today? If it does get sunny, I would imagine that we will have a lovely like evening in London probably, and that is about it. I wish I had more exciting things to tell you, but I feel like I think all of these things I'm like, oh, I must tell them that, and then I don't tell you. So what I have on my skin today is the By Terry Brightening CC Serum, iconic. I've then got the Chantecaille Future Skin foundation with the Swede Miracle Powder over the top. So it sounds like a lot, but it's actually not. And it just looks like good skin, which I love. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave my hair like this, but I do need my little hair fixing wand. So this is when it's great because I always get these little flyaways around here, and it's just good for doing my baby hairs. I like to think of this as like the polish. Because my hair's so thick, it really makes like my face frame look better. I feel like this is such a hack if you've got like coarse hair, to just tidy things up and make things look a little bit more polished and refined. There's nothing I can do about my new hairs that just stick upright, but my little baby hairs, I think we can do the most. Take that with me today in my little beauty arsenal. I've got a little bit of wild rose for the day. It's not hot and spicy enough for me today for hollyhock just yet. It got a bit spicy the last few days, but today it's back to wild rose because we're a little bit more subdued. Okay. Andiamo. Okay, outfit of the day. I'm wearing a new Holland Cooper blazer in this gorgeous spring green colour, and it's got little touches of tan throughout. That is Porter announcing the j'arrive of someone. I'm wearing my Laura Piana linen dress, which I'm dusting off because today is the weirdest weather ever. So it's currently a storm, but apparently it's going to be 20 degrees. So I've gone for the Lydia Millen classic of the white linen dress, tan accessories. I've got Gianvito Rossi flats on and a little tan bag like so, and I'm wearing Florist Lily, and that is my outfit ready to go to London. So I've got a vest on, I've got a petticoat on. I literally am a grandma, and then I've got a coat for if I get really cold. I've got sunnies, I've got every eventuality. So I'm gonna go jump in my car and head to London.
Well, we've made it to London, and I do not know what they've put in their wildflower turf in London. Perhaps it's maybe a little bit warmer down here, but this is pretty much the same as mine. And their oxeye daisies are already out. Mine is still so small. Well, I'm impressed, London. I'm impressed and jealous. This little one is a ray of orange sunshine this morning. Pardon that segue into London, but I do blooming love it when you come in and you see wildlife doing well in London. And I always say, whenever I have like Q&As about evergreen and things like that, people always ask about what do you do in cities, and honestly, just that, even though there's a roaring road right next to it, that little area is such a haven for wildlife and insects and things like that. And there's so many beautiful places in London. I truly do mean that there are some really, really special ways to experience a different kind of like nature in a city. My dad, like I said, used to have a girlfriend in London, and she lived in one of those very, very fancy London flats that had like a square, and I honestly felt like I was on the set of Notting Hill, and I didn't even know what Notting Hill was back then, but I did feel like it. But we've got our first meeting of the day. We are heading to Sassi Holford, and I am so looking forward to this. What a way to start the day. We have arrived to Sassi Holford and we're at her ready-to-wear boutique, but she is shipping a very, very special dress down for me as we speak, which I have been admiring on her Instagram channels for such a long time. And so what we're doing today is we're basically checking out the store, having a look around, seeing the new collection. I'm going to try on some pieces and show you what I love. You'll know that I already have some incredible pieces from Sassi Holford. So I've got this dress. This is the white shirt dress, and when I wear this, I cannot tell you how many compliments I get. It is, I think it's the fit on the bodice that is really, really special about this dress. And then of course I also have, which this is the like burgundy colour. This stunning dress was one of my first pieces of Sassi's, and it's in navy blue, and I wore it when we went to Madrid, and I just love it so much. It's such a gorgeous store as well.
Two pieces in the wardrobe rather than one piece in the wardrobe that comes out.
I know. I was like today getting dressed, I was like, I've got my vest on, I've got a coat, I've got every event and I've got my sunglasses. Like, you can make it very like day wear, and then I think with this, it's like, this is for more dressy. I love that.
Yeah, I think that's fit to be, that's just starting.
Yeah. This I love. Because it's got the, is it got the jacket that goes with it?
So we've got the jacket there, or you can do it with that jacket, and then...
If I had it my way, I'd like just wear stuff like this every day.
I know. Then you can do as well. Because it's so slim, I think you can take that kind of very high fashion...
You've never tried anything on like
No,
that.
I haven't seen anything like that, but it's almost like...
These are the denim trousers?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I've done a square necked waistcoat.
And you've got Emmy London in here?
Yeah, so I've known Emmy. So my first store on the Fulham Road is where Emmy is.
Oh, wow.
And Emmy and I were in New York, and she wanted to move to Chelsea, and I knew I wanted a bigger store. And I said, I think I might just have the perfect store for you. And that was 10 years ago.
Oh, that's so
perfect. Heels if you want as well. Let me get out of the way.
It's quite good on tippy toes though.
Tippy toes good.
That's sensational. And I love that it's navy, not black.
Yeah. I feel like
this is so different for you, but it's kind of like...
Still you.
I love it.
But I feel like this would be really good for like autumn, winter. In like a, because it's long sleeves, it's like a deeper colour. I feel like this would be a good one.
For the week to go.
Yeah, for like events around.
Come give us a twirl, because you can't actually see the...
I feel like a princess.
You look like one. The blue looks insane.
Wow.
I mean, bearing in mind that it would fit better if it was your size. Generally, it wouldn't be quite as...
So this is a really beautiful and quite daring for me with the neckline, but we did close the neckline up, but it just felt like it was missing something quite plunging, and it also has a very lovely plunging back as well. But this I feel like would be really lovely for like a wintry, autumn winter kind of event. So gorgeous. I feel very Princess Kate. Wow, the colour's so lovely as well.
It's nice seeing you in a different colour.
Yeah, I love this. This would be so lovely for weddings. Wow, this is pretty. This is my favourite so far. I love this. Do you do this in the sort of periwinkle blue? Okay, I think this one is my favourite so far. and pink is definitely a new colour for me in my wardrobe, but I really love the sort of periwinkle blue that Sassi also does in this collection, and I think that will be really lovely. You can also add like a tulle skirt underneath it if you wanted to kind of make it fuller, but this is just really elegant. I definitely feel like my American audience will love this because it feels very sort of Princess Kate vibes. Very nice.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
And it's got pockets.
Yeah.
The pose. And you pull it off.
I love it. This feels so different for me, but like, I think this is really nice. And it still gives me the shape that I just don't have.
I love the shoulders as well.
Yeah, really lovely. Really lovely.
It's a little bit more nod to the fashion as well than some of my other classic pieces.
This would look lovely with your Lorna Judy bag.
Yeah. Oh, it's naked back here.
But Lydia, what have you just seen?
I've just seen I think this is one of my favourite Sassi Holford dresses ever. It is so beautiful.
So this one's a 12, so we're doing quite a bit of pinning, but
Oh, wow.
I'm coming in through the side.
Oh, through the side, perfect.
That stops revealing you to the street.
Thank you.
Like I'm going to get married again.
Wow, this is so nice, isn't it?
I've got goosebumps again.
We turn it into an evening dress. We do the navy blue belt, navy blue cuff,
Could you do a green belt?
green belt. Any of the dark.
Any of the colours?
I don't have anything darker. I can pop around the middle.
Wow.
Really lovely.
This with almost like a low, messy bun. It's very pretty, isn't it? This blue bun.
It's spectacular. And it would, I mean, it would photograph beautifully as well. And I think when those sleeves like that, it's light enough for summer, but it is that almost little bit of warmth for evening still as well, isn't it?
It needs to be green.
Yeah,
or blue.
Like a nice foresty moss green.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. This is just so...
And it changes it completely, doesn't it?
Yeah. All of the cool things that I do on my videos. Thumbs up.
It's almost now.
Aww. This is so cute. This is so lovely. Yes.
I feel like you should sing Tale as Old as Time as you come out wearing this one.
Wow.
I think if that, I mean, obviously it's too big for you. I think if that fitted you, I'd say that.
This?
The skirt. Really?
You said that.
I liked the pink dress. I think it wouldn't get the same wear in your wardrobe as something like this would. I think this would just... I can see you wearing this like in your woodland and it just being that, like you say, it could be effortless. I know.
I think the pink one is definitely ascot.
Yeah.
And it's like it just hangs in the wardrobe for that occasion and that's it.
Yeah.
Because this you could even put like a cashmere jumper with it.
Yeah.
You know, I quite like that you can...
I mean, it's not your style, but if I were wearing that, it's just as easy to wear with like a white t-shirt and trainers.
Yes.
And a chunky like a...
And I've got a silk t-shirt. Oh my gosh.
What is your favourite?
What was your favourite so far?
Your best reaction was the Irish dress.
Yes.
Because I'm watching you, I'm not thinking what I like, I'm actually watching your reaction to it. And that dress you put on, it's almost like you'd come home.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So when you were in it, you could see the excitement.
Yes,
and all
that felt like it was almost like part of my personality. It's been like embroidered onto the... Yeah.
It's like it just...
Oh, okay, I know, this is my favourite.
And we're turning these in wool as well.
Oh,
And
wow.
soft wool. So these there's a spare person pinned at the back. On these jeans.
So we've just left Sassi Holford, and I think it's safe to say that both Carrie and I have just left with the biggest girl crush on Sassi. She was just, you know, when you're like, I feel like she has the same energy as me, very much the same creative energy as me as well, which I loved. And her team was so wonderful, and just what a way to start the day, trying on wonderful dresses with someone who's obviously a British designer, British made. And it's so funny, my friend Alex actually got married in one of her dresses and she looked spectacular, so very lovely. Now we are zooming across London. Where are we heading to next?
Lanesborough.
The Lanesborough, to meet the wonderful Charlie from Garrard. We have made it to the Lanesborough and we're heading inside.
I feel like this is my happy place. Look at all of these gorgeous, gorgeous blooms. Wow, little iris there. Oh, so, so pretty. Oh my goodness.
She's got her own Instagram page and everything else.
Stop
like
it.
that, yeah.
This is Lilibet, and this is the Lanesborough's resident pussycat. You are such a good girl. Oh my goodness. Wow.
That is the last picture that the Queen sat for.
Wow.
It's the portrait, last portrait she ever sat for in March, just before her, her Jubilee. Unfortunately, she passed away later that year.
She still looks absolutely incredible. I know, I don't think I've ever had a menu like this before. English asparagus, preserved orange, caramelised butter. Oh wow, I think I'm going to have that as a starter. Very different. Yeah, very different.
Yeah, I think we are. I'm going to go with the English asparagus, and then I'm going to go for the wild garlic. Thank you so much.
May I please have the same? Can I have the English asparagus and the wild garlic risotto? Yes, please.
So 3 asparagus and 3 risotto.
Yeah.
We could have said it.
We have just finished up at the Lanesborough, and I have to say that is a hotel that I have not experienced much of, and I would 110% recommend going back there. I thoroughly enjoyed that, and I really enjoyed the menu that we enjoyed when we were there, because it was very much seasonal and it's got this like modern English cuisine vibe, which I really enjoyed. So we had the asparagus, which were so good, and the wild garlic risotto, which I've never had before, and it was incredible. So definitely recommend that. And also, of course, you would have seen that they have a resident cat, which I just feel like whenever there is a hotel that has any kind of resident animal, I instantly feel more at home. And so it was very lovely. Definitely would like to experience that a little bit more. But now we are heading across London to our next meeting, and that is with the Shiseido team. We have just come to the most beautiful bookstore in London, and I know that one of you told me that Evergreen was here a while ago, and I didn't believe you, so I came and looked for myself, and I found one little copy nestled at the back of their nature section. So we're just seeing if I'm allowed to sign it. Ooh, you almost went over then. Good morning everyone. That is a segue into the next day. Actually, this is probably about 3 days later. But I didn't want to leave the vlog here because I wanted to give a little sign off, but also a bit of a debrief, because I absolutely loved going to the Lanesborough so much. I've never really experienced it, and I don't know why. I've been there before. I went 100 years ago, which honestly feels like a different lifetime. I went to a Manolo Blahnik and Farfetch dinner 100 years ago. Such a long time ago it feels like. And if you remember, I wore, actually, weirdly, it's quite similar to the dress that I tried on at Sassi Holford today. Sorry, the dogs are having a word with one of the birds in the garden. And if you remember, it was when H&M did their embroidered like tulle dress, and I ended up working on it, but I was wearing it again, and I wore it with like my pink Manolo Blahnik shoes. Did I vlog then? I don't even know. But anyway, it was very welcoming from the moment that I got there, and I was just going there for a lunch with Garrard. It wasn't like, it wasn't anything to do with the hotel. And I love it when you go somewhere and it's like, it's very warm and welcoming, from the door staff to the people that you chat to when you're there. And the food was obviously like this modern British cuisine. That's what they told me. Obviously risotto is not like a British dish, but what I imagine is they're saying that it's the British twist from the wild garlic. Don't ask me about cuisine, but I loved the menu nonetheless. It had a lot of seasonal produce, and it was all kind of centered around like wildflowers. We were sat in a orangery, and it was just very, very bougie and enjoyable for someone like me. And I had a really great day. Obviously they've got a cat as well, which just makes me so happy. And then I finished off meetings with the lovely lady from 100 Acres. It was so nice talking to her about the industry, like in being a woman in business and just those kinds of things. It was very nice to get to chat to her, especially with a brand that I just think is so wonderful. And yeah, it's just a lovely day of just talking to people and chatting and just being around people. I think over the last few years, especially when we were not allowed to see people, being around new people for me has become something that I really enjoy and I really embrace. And it's a lovely day when you get to just chat and meet new people, and yeah, it was a good one. So yeah, as you can probably hear, the birds are singing, the sun is out, and that means that the call for me to get into the garden is very much pulling me away. So I am going to leave this vlog here, and I shall see you in my next one. Don't forget that I've got my discount code for Goelia, so anything that you liked, it's linked down below. You can shop it, you can use my discount code, it's on top of the offers, it's all of the good stuff, so you can do that there. I can see some sausage bottoms running across the lawn, and I just want to kiss them. So I'm going to get out in the garden and enjoy the sunshine, and I hope you do too. Maybe don't watch me on the TV, watch me on your phone, and go outside, pour yourself a glass of water, iced tea, a glass of rosé, whatever it is you want, and enjoy, because that's what I'm going to be doing.